I'm chilling. Are you ready? Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Qualitylenz. We are here at the Black History Month shoot. It's gonna be pretty legendary. This is for solo show. I guess I'll go ahead and say it. Solo show coming out soon next year. It's gonna be crazy. You know, I appreciate y'all being here. Everybody supports and all that good jazz. And yeah, let's just get into it. I shouldn't be cussing. I'm sorry. There's so many cameras, guys. There's so many cameras. It's just a blessing to be here. It's definitely a privilege. So let's do it.
It should just be a button that you just... All right. Man, so a couple weeks ago, I got to watch you work, you know what I mean? And, you know, after seeing you work and be in your element, I had a few things that were on my mind. And, you know, one of those things is, how did you, like, what is the origin story of your creative journey? Like, where did that all start? You know, how did we, in a brief way, get to where we are now?
Man, to be honest, it's pretty much just experiences, man. Like, I've lived a lot of life in 20 years. I'm 26, but, you know, I've lived a lot of life in 20 years. A lot of things I just picked up from just seeing it, hearing about it, learning about it, through not only my experiences, but also like experiences from others, like my grandma, grandfather, mom, you know what I'm saying, all that good jazz. And then just morphed into the creativity. Started off sketching, eventually started spray painting, making shoes, and then I saw a picture one day when I was in college and I was like, I think I could do that, you know what I'm saying? So the storytelling aspect just really came in when I just started feeling like things were getting dry with my creativity. I'm like, how can I like bring more people in without having to shoot celebrities or shoot at crazy locations? And like, I ain't got that much money. Yeah. So what's the easiest way for me to bring people in without either spending so much that I don't have or like running the gate and trying to catch whatever celebrity on the red carpet? So storytelling was like all right, I can do this.
Okay, so to get a little bit deeper into that, like, how did you get into, I know you mentioned you seen a photo, but how did you get into photography? And then more so, how did you get into film photography? You know, for me, you know, I initially got into photography in high school. I think I've talked about it before in a previous video, but me and a friend of mine, we seen Drayton and his brothers. They were the photographers at our high school, and you know, we were like, bro, we gotta like, how do we become popular? And we gotta take pictures, like that's what they do, and like, so we seen that, and we thought it was so cool, and eventually we picked up cameras and we started taking pictures around school, and people thought it was cool, and I genuinely started to like become attached to it from high school, and then you know, fast forward years of shooting. Also in high school, there was another guy who shot film, and I didn't know he shot film. I just knew his pictures always looked different. I was like, bro, how is he getting his pictures look like this? Yeah. And, you know, I went to, this is years later, I think I was like 19 or 18. Mm-hmm. There was a friend of mine, Dex. He had he was dropping a photo book, and I seen that he went on tour with, I think he was on, like, traveling around with Lil Yachty and taking photos and things like that, and other, he also had a clothing brand. But I seen that, and I was like, oh, this is what film is. Like, shooting on film, this is what that is. And I thought it was, like, it, like, blew my mind. And then later on, I got another friend of mine, a couple years later, just bought me a film camera. Like, they went to a Goodwill or something, or a thrift store, and they had that Canon 2000. And I was like, well, this is where it starts. So I want to know, like, how did you go from digital to film, or was it just straight out the gate film photography? Like, what was that?
So I initially started off in digital. I had a Nikon, DSLR 3500, and that was cool. I used that for like 2 years. It was nice, and then I started getting bored, like shooting digital. It was just too easy. Nothing really like stuck out, you know what I'm saying? Even going to like shooting a few riots when the George Floyd stuff was going on. A lot of things just wasn't, like, my work wasn't speaking to me as much as I wanted it to. Yeah, so when I took a break, I took like 3 months. Took 3 months off, you know, shooting clientele work still and everything like that was cool. But I was like, all right, let me step back and figure out why I want to shoot photography. So I went back, studied Gordon Parks, Saul Leader, Richard Avedon. Who's another one? I just studied him. We'll get to it later. But yeah, those great. Carrie Mae Weems is another one. And these photographers, film photographers, were capturing things that I would never imagine. You know what I'm saying? Just outside of documentation, they were doing multifaceted things within fashion, still life photography, storytelling, movies, the war at the time that was going on. Yes. And just like those things resonated with me more than the things I was seeing on digital. So I was like, all right. And then, I went even further back and started studying Renaissance paintings like John Van Eyck, Caravaggio, the Rubens. I was going all over the place. Florence, Michelangelo's another one.
So you was becoming like a real student.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to be a student of the craft because, like, if I'm going to do this, like, I didn't want to be an artist for the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to be an artist, then I want to initially be one with the craft. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just photography, but, like, the craft of being an artist. You feel me? And that was just really important to me because I didn't want to give nobody no bull. Like, I didn't want to just storytell and then, like, half butt it for real. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to do it, we're going to tell the full story. We're going to pay attention to every detail. And the only thing that really resonated with me when I was shooting that in passion projects was film photography. Yeah. So I, after buying, like, my first film camera and everything like that, my first roll was blank. It's terrible. First roll was blank. It was cooked. I was pissed because it was such a great shoot, and I was with my dog Groovy.
Was it 35 millimeter?
Yeah, it was 35. Yeah, it was 35 millimeter. After that, I bought a Zenza Bronica 645 ETRSI. That was like my first medium format camera. Yeah. Oh, beautiful camera. Yeah. And then things just started to, like, look better. Like, like life slowed down for me because I couldn't take as many pictures. Yeah. The settings had to be correct. Everything had to be
more intentional.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So even with storytelling, like, outside of that, like, lighting had to be intentional. Like, seeing the image beforehand, like, I had to create a photographic memory on set or for whatever I was doing. I'm like, all right, I see this shot. Let me go ahead and just put it in the back of my brain. So, you know what I'm saying? Had a light meter and everything, you know what I'm saying? I use a cheap method now, but back then when I had...
the method is crazy, though. The method is fire.
When I had the light meter, I would, attach to the light, keep it real old school, do it like that. And like a lot of film shooters that I was, like, seeing coming up before when I had my Zenza, it was cool, but when I wanted to go into 6x7, it was film shooters like Moja, my friend.
Moja is dope. Hey, funny story. No, not Moja. Wrong person. But Moja's dope. Moja's dope. Shout out to Moja. But keep going. Keep naming the people.
So Moja was dope. Kai Sams is another one. Kai Sams was fire. Let me tell you, man. Kai Sams pretty much sparked it. He sparked the Mamiya wave. I'm not going to lie. No, you know what I'm saying? So Kai Sams, another person that really sparked the wave, alongside, if not a little bit after, was Vilonery. Yeah. My guy Vilonery, like, man, his shots is crazy.
Fun fact, his name is actually Vilonery.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, we met, like, back in 2021, invited him over to hang out, and I was like, is it Vilonery? Like, is that your name? Like, is that how you pronounce it? He was like, nah, it's like Vilonery, because his name's Ryan. So it was like, it might be Vilonery, but I remember him saying Vilonery. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that might be.
So that's my guy, man. Shout out to him. And like those three, hopefully I'm not missing any more, but those three for right now is the first ones I could think of early on that had a Mamiya, and I was just seeing go crazy, and I was like, yo, like, this is nuts.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I ended up getting a Mamiya RB67, started shooting in studio. That was cool. That was great, and then it stopped working. Like, my sync port started losing the residue to connect to the flash. So after that, I was like, all right, well, I still want to keep shooting. Like, I don't want to stop. Yeah. So went back, found my Zenza Bronica out of storage, like, covered in dust, and then just started going crazy. Like, pretty much last year, and then the year before that, is when things really start to take off. So
that's beautiful, man. To make a comment about what I was saying earlier about who I thought it's not about Moji, but it's this other girl, Bonvois. Funny story. I want to just put it out there on the record. We both were in this internship with Drayton. I don't know if it was an internship or it was an internship type of situation. But Drayton was showing us like how to shoot in studios, working in studios. He was taking us out to like different environments to shoot and learn. It was a very dope experience. I think this was back in 2019 maybe. But a friend of mine came to the studio. Like we were doing this shoot with gel lighting. He was showing us, and this is when I learned there was levels to it. This is like back in digital or whatever. But we basically took the same picture of a model.
Really?
Yeah, me and Bonvois, right? And I took some photos, and then she went up. She took some photos of of the same person, and then we both dropped the photos. Like I dropped mine first. Yeah. I'm just like, oh, these pics are dope. Like, oh my gosh, I just went crazy.
Yeah,
bro. Bonvois posted the same pics, and it looked night and day. Like, granted, I know we had different cameras, but I was like, the cameras weren't too different. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, how? I was like, we took the same pics.
Yeah, no, Bonvois fire.
And she went crazy, bro. I was like, no joke. I say this humbly. I was like contemplating, like, man, am I even good at this? Like, is this what I need to be doing? Because it was so crazy. I wish she still had the pictures up. I think I checked like a while back, but I think like, as you go on, sometimes you archive stuff. But
for sure, no, Bonvois fire with it. Like,
she's fire. But to comment on some of the people that you mentioned, all those people are dope, and I agree with you. Like, they, for me as well, when I would like see them post their photos and stuff like that, and I think I was shooting on 35 millimeter at the time, but I was like, bro, how are these pics looking like this? Like, we all shooting on film, but I didn't know that there was another level to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's different formats and stuff. I didn't know. For me, when I got into it, hearing your story and you being like, you didn't want to have to shoot celebrities. You didn't want to have to, worry about shooting at these crazy locations. I got stuck in that area of shooting celebrities because it at the time, I think it's dying down now, definitely. But at a time, that was that was the only way you get traction. You know what I mean? That's just how it was. Yeah. So I was, just trying to shoot celebrities, trying to, whether it's people I'm working with, whether it's from me shooting a music video with them, and I'm getting photos, or BTS, whatever. I was in that genre of photographers, I guess. That's just what it was. So I got to a point where that's what I was like, bro, I don't really want to shoot just celebrities. You know what I mean? Because then when you would post photos that you actually want to post, get no traction. People would snooze, you know what I mean? But it's like, dang, that's all I want to do. But I kind of want to talk about like, well, one, I want to give you your flowers when I mention this. But I want to talk about a comment you made on social media about competition. And I agree so much. When you posted it, I resonated with it so much. And I'm getting to it in a second, but I want to give you your flowers first. Because my mindset before, when I was living off of my art, like living through my art, was competitive. I had a competitive mindset with it. A lot of peers would be like, oh, I'm not competing with nobody, I'm just in my own lane. Like, they would frame competition as like a bad thing. Like you shouldn't be competitive. Like, if you're competitive, and then, it's weird or whatever. But I was like, bro, I want to be the best. I want people to, I don't want to put anyone down, but I want to be I want people to be like, this guy is fire. Like his shots fire, his shot selection, videos are fire. Like, that's what I want. So I would view my peers differently. Like, I would look at y'all's photos and I'm like, these are dope. But I would view them in what about, like, in an analytical sense? Like, what about this is fire? Because, like, what can I learn from this and add to me so that I can, like, level up? You know what I'm saying? Because I admire the work. You know what I mean? But now that I've taken step back from it, and I don't really like live. I'm more of a hobbyist now.
Yeah.
I've now been able to really appreciate and like become a fan of y'all's work. You know what I'm saying? Especially you. I've been able to like look back. Like I'll find myself some days like going back to your page and just looking through like looking at these photos in a way different light, and I'm like, oh, this man is really like paying attention to like details of certain things, or he's like the way he's shooting a 120 film doesn't look like anybody else's. It's like it's your own thing. You wouldn't. Sometimes I'd be like, not that it looks like. It's just different. It's a different look to it. Like I can't really describe it. And then with your storytelling, you bringing light to like certain aesthetics in the 90s or just certain things. Even the grandparents' house one. I love that. I love those. Story. You know what I mean? Like that is beautiful. So I want to say, you know, I really do. I'm a fan of the work. You know what I mean? Like, but I want you to kind of go in that comment that you made about competition. How does that impact your work or when you go into things?
So competition, man, competition is always given such a bad connotation. But I mean, you got to look at it like sports. Like you play sports, man. Everybody play. Well, a lot of people play football, basketball, high school. You know what I'm saying? Like high school level or college level, track and all that good jazz. But like the want to compete, it's not always like, oh, I'm gonna be better than you just to make you feel bad. It's like, no, like we're competing against each other to meet at the top. Like that's what it is. Like, oh, I see you do something fire. Okay, let me go back to my book real quick and see what I can cook, you know what I'm saying? Or I see you drop some fire and it's like, oh,
yeah, I gotta go crazy.
Let me go ahead and hit up some folks real quick so I can Yeah. But like the will to compete is the will and the drive to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like that drive to get better after seeing something fire that you didn't do is like beautiful. You know, it's passion. You know what I'm saying? It's the fire that keeps the passion going and keeps the creativity flowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest thing. Like when I talk about competing, like I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm gonna always try to do better than you. I mean, of course, but I'm not aiming to do that so I won't help you in the future, or aiming to do that to just like shun you. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm aiming to do better than you because like I want you to see me do better than you, and we just always butt heads.
We just like this.
Yeah, we're always butting heads, but still climbing the ladder of creativity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna be legendary regardless. You know, so why not compete at a legendary level rather than compete? I'm like, oh, okay, like, oh, this is cool. Like, oh, yours is cool too. All right, well.
And then just leave it at that. Yeah, there's no drop. Yeah, that's how I would feel. And there was a lot of times where, you know, I thought I was the only one that felt like that. Like, I'd be like, I don't really think I can have a conversation with someone and be like, bro, I looked at your pic and I was like, dang, this nigga went crazy. I need to go. Like, I didn't feel that in the creative spaces. I feel like there is a lack of it in like film and photography. For sure.
You go to New York, man.
Yeah.
You go to New York, they compete.
Yeah.
Like they compete, and they will tell you that they're there to compete. Yeah. Like they may say your work is fire, but they're cooking up something 10 times as crazy. They trying
to right after that. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you gotta keep moving. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love New York. Like New York is. I love New York. It pushes you to be the best creator that you can be.
And they're just going. It's just fast paced.
It's no stopping.
Yeah.
You have to continue to like.
You get left behind.
Exactly.
Quick.
The moment you stop or you hit a wall, like it's cool to take breaks, but know that somebody is gonna like they're outworking you. Yeah. You have to know that. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's night and day.
I'd rather compete with you in the Super Bowl than compete at a regular game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're always like a regular game is cool, and of course we're gonna compete, but we're not gonna compete as hard as the Super Bowl. Yeah, you feel me? Like if Vogue was to come here and was like, yo, both of y'all got 10 shots, y'all can pick whatever. I'm gonna try my hardest to exactly like I'm gonna be like, yo, good luck to you. Like you my dog.
But they about to choose me.
Like exactly. Like I'm gonna do my best so that Vogue chooses me over you. And you know, that's not out of spite. That's not out of hatred or anything like that, but that's just me wanting to like be the best. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good competition.
It's good, yeah.
You feel me? Because you're gonna do whatever in your power to get that spot as well. You're not just finna hand it to me.
Yeah.
Like just cause we friends, like that's not how that works.
That's not how it works.
You feel me? Like there's nothing wrong with friendly competition.
At all. I love it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And gatekeeping is also.
You know, you mentioned gatekeeping. What about, I don't know what you're going into it, but I'm going to say this, and I think I said this in a previous video, but I think gatekeeping is important nowadays because it's access to things is way easier now. And when too many people are in or know of something or doing something, I feel like certain things lose the potency of like how important it is or it just being niche. I think some things deserve to just be niche and be its thing. And everything doesn't need to be mainstream. So how do you feel in regards to
gatekeeping?
Right
Yo, gatekeeping is needed. I'm not gonna lie. Like you go on Peerspace, let me tell you this, man. Like you see one location on IG and give it like a week, everybody's shooting there. Everybody's shooting there. No lie. I'm not going to say I was the first, but like I was one of the first using that location for Grandma's Jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of the few people that used it for real. And then like after I used it, I saw it everywhere. And of course it was used in different areas like and whatnot like that. And I've shot there twice. I used it for like 2 of my passion projects. I used the inside, then I used the outside. Yeah. But like everybody was using that spot, and I was like, well, I don't feel like shooting here no more. Like I lost all like passion to shoot there for real. Yeah. And it's a great spot. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like the owner's really nice, but like it was just being overused.
Yeah, that's happened a lot, man. I think, what is that spot? It might not come to my mind right now, but I agree. There are certain spots where people have shot, and it's like, bruh. Like now I can't use this spot ever again. Yeah, or
this spot's starting to get big on like Peerspace with like the old school couch and everything. It's like real old school on the inside. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like once again, great people, great house, beautiful area. You know what I'm saying? But like everybody's using it. Like I'm seeing everybody used it. Yeah. You know, I think I used it like twice, about 2 or 3 times. Yeah. And I found it off of a client booking. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, definitely got to come back here. But like now it's cool to use, but like any more passion projects, I'm probably not gonna
go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think gatekeeping is important. I also think when things do start to blow up, there's always a wave. Some things it's a phase. You know what I mean? I think even with film photography, initially it was a huge wave. Because I remember in 2020. That's when it started to really pick up. Like people like Gunnar Stahl, I think he put out the book. When he put out that book, like 2019, 18?
Yeah, the big book.
Yeah, when he put that out and Gunnar Stahl started to like really come out, like people was, myself included, started picking up 35 millimeters and everybody was shooting on film. Like it was crazy. And I think, you know, it was a phase. I think people like, there's still a lot of people left over from it, me, myself included, but like, now it fizzled out. It's starting to fizzle out in a sense. I think people nowadays are just using like disposable cameras, things like that, like you know, hobbyists. But a lot of photographers went back to digital. That did switch to film.
It's too expensive.
It is very expensive. But I think when it does blow up, it does force us, at least in the creative space, to be creative and adapt. Because it's like, okay, I can't do what I was doing initially like the same way. Yeah. So now I got to find a way to make my stuff stand out. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Originality is key, man. You know, this is why gatekeeping is important, because it builds originality. Like if I can't use a space that you use, then I'm like, well, I got to go find something either better or go to a different area. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like originality is like another thing that I feel like is starting to dwindle out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing, you know, like I'm gonna be honest, like there's not too much originality around nowadays.
It's hard. Too much access to everything.
Right. You feel me? Like the thing I showed you for Black History Month, like I saw that, like he just built that. That's a fresh built set. I've never seen nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? And granted, other people have used it, now, but like not like if I used it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I love about, Do I say his name? Do I shout him? Well, that's what I love about Connor's spot. His studio. It's a revolving type of situation, and I think more studios and more places should. And I think some places do that, but like that's what, like them building their own sets is gonna like cause that to not happen, because people will be forced to use these newer sets. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be just sitting there. So then, I can always come back and just shoot here. I think a problem with, like, there's no disrespect, but you ever been to or something like that? It was like,
I think I've heard of it.
I might be butchering the name, but they would have like just these 5 sets. It was like a money room, like where there's money all on the wall. It was a doctor's office looking thing, and then there was a jail, and there was something else. And I've shot in there. I've shot in there when I first started shooting music videos, like multiple times. Guess who else was shooting there? Every other videographer that was just trying to that was just shooting. So it was like, at first when I'm shooting there, I think the first time I shot there was with Camo. I was like, oh my gosh, this place is amazing. It's so cool. And then like a couple weeks later, months later, everybody and their grandma shot there. I'm like, dang, I don't even want to go back here. If I shoot in this set, I'm gonna look like 10 other people. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think with theirs and them constantly changing it is very dope. Just wanted to shout that out.
No, for sure. I think one thing that a lot of studios should take into account is to continue to change. Yeah. And like, if they do have sets, continue to change the sets. Like, it is what it is. Like, we here at Area 412, we're always changing our set. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do Valentine's Day, Christmas. We may change it for a business look. We may change it for like a different look depending on the season.
You just don't keep it stagnant.
Exactly. Like, stagnancy is going to kill you in the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Comfortability is only meant for the bed and not for work. Like, that's
real.
That's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. And that's why, like, Connor's studio is gonna go crazy, because like he's always changing it. You know, and his mind races. He always has different ideas and things like that, you know what I'm saying? So, like, changing is always good. Yeah. Like, either building a studio, you're just starting out on a studio, or you've been at a studio for a long time, or you've ran a studio for a long time. Like, always change it up.
Switch it up completely. Do stuff that's out of the norm. Like, I wish, like, whenever I do have a conversation with them, it's like, the things that they think about to build as a set is not like what
crazy. It's on LA level. LA, I tell you, LA has probably some of the best sets ever. Like, oh my gosh, when I get out to LA, oh my goodness, I'm so excited to go, so I can go shoot at these different sets. Houses have different sets within them. Yeah, bro. Like, it's nuts. Like, New York, creativity, boom, gatekeeping, competition. LA, set design, There's also competition in LA as well, but their set designs is
it's crazy. Their studios are amazing.
Yeah, set design and studios are outrageous in LA. Very, very crazy.
You brought up the Black History Month shoot. By the way, I'll bleep it out if this drops beforehand, but I'm probably gonna drop this when you drop the pics. But the Black History shoot that you did, I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to, talk about what was that process like, bringing that idea to life, the pre-production. We could talk a bit about the actual production, but I want to get into that a little bit.
Okay, Black History Month, man. That shoot is going to change my life. You're going to hear it first. That shoot is going to change my life, man. Not gonna lie. So hopefully we drop this like a day before, if not like a week before. We drop this clip. Like, when we drop this clip, hopefully it's a week before. That shoot is going to like just push everything forward, open up new doors, really open everyone's eyes, not just to me, but to Black culture and to what more that we are, rather than just the 90s and 2000s, the jewelry,
hip-hop.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? R&B, the ratchets, the hood, or urban areas, excuse me. But yeah, like, I talk about everything in that shoot. I talk about everything from the South to the North, to African culture, you know what I'm saying? And then also talk about the professionalism within us, you know what I'm saying? With the hairstyles, with the outfit, with the poses, with the set.
I don't know, brother. I've seen it.
Like everything is down to detail. You know what I'm saying? Fine tune. Yeah. Like, oh my goodness, like I'm playing a guitar with hair strings right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I was driving and I wanted to do something that would stand out for Black History Month. And like initially, the name of the concept initially was From Slaves to Suits, but I changed it, and y'all will see that when it comes out. But it was initially called From Slaves to Suits because I just wanted to talk about like how far we've came as a culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I've talked about us bringing indigo into the country. I talked about how far we came just in fashion, jewelry. I talked about everything outside of the realm of Black culture, but I haven't really talked about the inside of Black culture, which is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, exactly. Like the African culture, the Zulu culture is specifically. So South Africans, the activists within our culture, the hood, because
that is our culture.
Exactly.
I was just talking to a couple of my homeboys the other day. We had just got done shooting at that studio I was showing you, and we were sitting outside, and I think somebody drove by in like a old school with they subwoofers on, and it was like blaring, and you barely could hear what was going on. And I was like, bruh, I don't think I could move anywhere else that isn't the South for real. Because like I'm not gonna get that anywhere else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that being in the hood, like that, those things, those aspects of it, like that's us. You know what I mean? Like sure. So I just wanted to. That is the people I think sometimes overlook that, and a lot of times it gets this bad connotation or this bad look. But it's like there's certain aspects of like growing up in the hood or like in the South, or anywhere where we at. You know what I'm saying? Sure. We have an identity there. I think that even showed in a shoot that you did where there was a guy cutting hair outside and had his daughter in his lap. Like to me, that spoke a lot because my dad, I grew up, my dad is a barber. And like that was something that you would see. Like I was with my dad while he cutting hair, just out of school, chilling with him. I don't know if that was what you was trying to portray, but I'm like, gang, that was...
I was speaking to everybody, man. That was me. Because barbers are therapists, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like for a lot of us Black men who may not go to therapy, you know what I'm saying? Like going to a barbershop is a relief.
It is.
Yeah, like it's a relief, man. Barbershop convo, actually getting your hair cut, or just being in the vicinity of a barbershop. Like you're literally going into a therapist's office. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me to be able to like portray that and to meet people that I can have portray that is a beautiful thing. I'm going to go back and shoot with them soon with the actual shop. Yeah. But yeah, mainly for this Black History Month concept, I wanted to speak rather than show. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely wanted to talk to the people and I wanted to educate. That's the biggest thing I wanted to do. Like I wanted to educate people about our culture and everything that's within our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of inspire, you know what I'm saying? Inspiring is cool, but like I want to intellect. You feel me? Like I want to go beyond just like, oh, I'm just here to inspire you. Yeah. Like I want to teach. I want to give you this knowledge so that you can go back and create your own concept or tell somebody else about it.
And just see more. When you learn from a creative, I think is the most important, because when you go on to create, you're adding on to it. Like you're adding on to that narrative. If you take if they take inspiration from what you shot, they might go back and look into more references into that and be like, oh, they might see something completely different, and they going to shoot something that doesn't even look like anything you shot, but it's like, they're still spreading that knowledge. Is going from one place to another. So I think that it's super important. I think that's something that I never really thought about with photography, with storytelling. Yeah. Like I just looked at photography as like, these are cool photos. You know what I'm saying? These are some dope photos, like people just shooting dope stuff. And I think like I always looked at like mood and expression. So like in a shot, seeing like telling a story with a portrait, or telling a story like as if it was a painting, you know, a moment. But like seeing you go into details and like really break down each thing, you know, you would do like a wide shot, and that's obviously like showing the entirety of the environment, but you would have these detail shots that are really like driving the narrative, you know what I mean? So that's something that I think I'd never really seen within photography, you know what I'm saying? That might be because my reference isn't as wide, you know what I mean? But I think that's super important in the way that you're doing it, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man. The biggest thing, like at the end of my time, you know what I'm saying, when everything is all said and done, like I want to be studied. Like that's what, like being legendary is cool, you know, the money is cool, being known is also cool, but like I want to be studied, you know, like how folks go back and study Wes Anderson, Gordon Parks, John Singleton, you know what I'm saying, Hype Williams is another person, like all these Spike Lee, like the list could go on, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm taking a major step in, you know, on that path with this concept. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like, I'm literally storytelling from left to right. But, like, I'm storytelling beyond pictures. It's, like I said, everything down to the fabric. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and I could sit down and break everything down to you if you had questions. And I just planned for everything to raise questions. Like, art raises questions.
Bro, it's so serious. I don't know if we're going to drop this. I'm going to bleep out some of the things I'm saying. Yeah. But even when you had everybody holding the brushes, not the brooms and stuff.
Yeah, the brooms.
And then I'm looking at it, and then you was like, hold on, let's put this, like you grabbed another broom, and you put it in the back, and you're like, let's sit it right here. The mop, you sat it, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? But like, that is like, that's a level of artistry that you only will get if when you know the person really cares about what it is that they're trying to tell people, what they're really trying to for people to be able to pick up on, because it's those little things, it's those details that matter, you know. And I just think it's super important. I think it's fire, you know. I think what you're saying, you really mean it when you say you could break down each thing, because you were showing it in how things had to be framed. I'm telling y'all, bro, he would sit here and be like, they would have their hands one way, and he'd be like, no, actually, let's do this side. Yeah, it got to be like. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he's really in it.
Yeah, man. Like I took a lot of time to research, just anything and everything, like that involved just Black photography. And yeah, you can be in Black culture, but you may not know anything at all. Like there's still so much that I don't know about my culture, that I'm so eager to learn and excited to learn. You know, and still learning, like as I'm shooting, as I get older, you know what I'm saying? Like I've talked about everything from single parenthood to, you know, putting on your grandma's clothes and putting on your grandma's jewelry, you know? So I've like, the range that I've talked about everything is, to me, just still minuscule. Like I still have so much to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And like even way back then, like I did a project with, my old friend Vanessa, shout out to Vanessa, but she's African, and she helped me with this project that I wanted to execute, and that talked about different cultures within Africa, you know what I'm saying? And that joint was fire. Like I had a really good time, like learning about everything, and like she helped me with so much, because like I'm not African, you know, I'm country, but she's African, and she was able to like, you know, give me that path to be able to communicate. She was basically my translator when it came to just learning about that stuff. So like, and that was just such an old concept, you know what I'm saying, that I'm still grateful for even to this day. But like seeing that project transpire into this, you know, and me still talking about the African culture, it's just like, I be proud of myself sometimes, but I'm also shocked myself too, you know, when it just comes to like how much that I'm learning and paying attention to nowadays. So
no, that's dope, man. Well, I don't think as much anything. Oh, actually, no, I do want to ask you this. Please ask away. What is for anyone out there that might be wanting to get into art or get into photography, what is one lesson or one thing that you learned that you would tell them, like that you would?
One thing or like multiple?
Do whatever. I would say one thing.
I would say, if I had to keep it to one thing, I would say that it's okay to not know everything. It's okay to not have the answer to everything. It's okay to step back and understand like where you went wrong and how bad you went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's okay to take constructive criticism. Everybody that gives you constructive criticism is not hating on you. They're not trying to bash you. They know how good you can be and will be in the future if you just take it in and sit with it and then improve. Like, that's all it is. And also remain a student of the craft. Like, understand why you're doing what you're doing, whether it's painting, fashion, basket weaving, making clothes. Like, really understand why you're doing all of these things. Like, and when you do that, you're going to like extend your longevity in this like area that you're in. Like, whatever facet you're in, like whatever craft, you're going to extend it the more that you understand your why and the more knowledge that you take, you know what I'm saying, while you're on this journey.
Hey, I couldn't say it any better.
Hopefully people don't get mad at me for saying like the constructive criticism part. But no, I mean, and competition is very important. That's the last thing. The last thing I'll say. Competition is very important. It's okay to compete, people. Like, if I see somebody watching this make something really fire and I'm inspired, I'm going to try my hardest to do better than you. But I'm only saying that because like you inspired me to the point that I need to get my behind up and go make something really crazy. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Wrong with that, brother. Like, now I have to compete to make you feel inspired. That's all it is. Yeah. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. So, yeah, like, there's enough room at the top for everybody, but we can compete to get there. Like, let's see who makes it first. Because I know you're still going to make it, but I'd rather I make it there just a little bit faster than yours. Yeah. But no, I mean, there's enough room for everybody at the top, man. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Oh, man, appreciate you for giving me the time to watch you work.
Great, this was
and
great.
To get the people and myself to learn more about you, you know what I mean? Like, fire, you know, definitely enjoy the work that you're putting out. Really, really a huge fan of what you got going on. And a lot of my peers who I viewed differently at the time, like, I had a competitive mind then. But now I'm like, I love that I'm able to take a step back and really, like, just enjoy the work. And it's, in turn, made me a better artist in a weird way, because I'm like not working, like I'm not living off of this stuff anymore. Sure. So it's like now I'm just like chilling, and I'm like, I see how I'm really watching how y'all like, you know, move and things. It's amazing to watch. Like it's crazy. It's weird.
Well, you're killing it, man. I definitely appreciate you for doing this. You know what I'm saying, guys? I definitely want to give you your flowers as well. Y'all gonna watch me give him his flowers. Picasso's been around for a long time, since the underground. Picasso's one of the first people I've really seen like go crazy with video work, and then morph into photography. Back when he had the dreads, you know what I'm saying? Back when he had the dreads, and I'd see Picasso on the side of the stage at an underground event. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, this guy right here inspired a lot of people in the underground scene, a lot of creatives that didn't know which way they were going. So they saw the guy with the dreads with the camera on stage with camo, you know what I'm saying, starting to go crazy and everything like that. So definitely want to give you your flowers, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Picasso, the OG, you know what I'm saying? You're getting to that status now. You're getting to that status now. Of being an OG. So yeah, man, the underground OG, man. Only a few people know about that underground scene. Yeah. You know, crazy. With Yellow Bandana and all them folks like that, man. So yeah, man. Kudos to you, bro. Sure. Very much kudos to you.
Well, that's a wrap on that.
That's a wrap. Yeah. Shout out to the Go out and make some art, people. Beautiful.